and John, entry of a bird.
What the hell is toy? What kind of toy are we talking about?
Yuki, any kind of toy. Did you ever grow up as a young boy in Japan and have toys that you played with?
I like a tin toys.
Tin?
Tin.
What?
Like a robot or a fire engine. It's like an old-fashioned tin toy.
I see what you mean, like an old-fashioned fire truck or a robot or maybe those Tonka trucks that used to bang into each other. You like that kind of stuff?
I had the robot toy from Forbidden Planet, the Lobby.
Oh, that's awesome. You don't still have that, do you? That's probably worth money.
Small one I have, and then other robot from the Lost in Space.
Wow. Robbie the Robot, right? That was the name of the one from Forbidden Planet?
Yes.
I love that fucking design and that robot. Oh man, you have a toy of the actual from that time.
I don't have it anymore though.
Ah.
I mean, when I was kid, that's the only toy we had. We didn't have a computer. We don't have a computer game. That's a toy.
But that was your favorite toy, the Robbie the Robot running around, Yuki's imagination running wild in Japan?
Yeah.
What other toys did you have? You said fire truck? You had a fire truck?
Fire truck and plane. I had a Sea View.
What's that?
The voyage to the bottom of the sea view submarine.
Oh shit! That TV show was just on MeTV the other day.
Yeah,
They show it, Voyage to the Bottom of the Sea.
but original before TV there was a movie.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So you had that, and you had different sea adventures that you would have.
Yes.
Well, so when you were a kid and you were playing with toys, did you used to make up the stories in your head, or did you just reenact the movie stories?
I wrote drawing and sketchbook. Like Indian and cowboys and war, German, and then.
So you would come up with your own stories.
Yes.
What's that? Okay, so you're showing me something. It's oh my god, it's the model set. Is that the Sea Voyage boat?
Yeah.
Holy shit, so you still have it?
Yes.
Is that the original or is that a reproduction?
It's not the original. Later, this is the plastic model. I made it, put together.
Oh, that's cool.
Yes.
Yeah, see, so you still have some toys around. I still have some toys around. I used to, I had a lot of toys when I was a kid because I grew up in the fucking heyday of toys. Like, I feel like the early mid 80s was like the greatest toy era of all time because you had He-Man, G.I. Joe, the Star Wars, all that sort of stuff. It was like the greatest toys ever made.
Did you collect the Star Wars action figure?
Yeah, so I had the Darth Vader head that you then put the different figures in the slots. So I had the head, and then you get the little figures that you put in, and that keeps them all safe inside. I used to have that. And I had a bunch of ones, like a Han Solo one. I had a Chewbacca one. I had C-3PO Luke. I had all the main ones, probably from the second or third movie. Oh, you're showing me the Wolfman. Is that the Wolfman? Oh, that's cool. Where's that one from?
I think I bought it.
Is that a newer version or is that from back in the day?
Back in the day.
Oh wow, that's Frankenstein. That's cool. Remember when McDonald's or Burger King put out the Universal Monsters?
This one is a Jack in the Box.
Oh, from Jack in the Box. Yeah, they put out those that line of monsters. I remember.
Right.
I used to have them, and then of course got taken away by the fire. I had the Creature for the Black Lagoon, the Wolfman, and Dracula.
Yes.
Now I actually recently bought, NECA. The
What's naked?
they're a toy company. They do modern stuff, but they do sort of statuettes. And I have a Frankenstein. I have a Dracula.
Nice.
Yeah, dude, I love that sort of stuff. I just love the artistry of them. Um, and over here, I won't get up to show you, but I have like a He-Man. I have Slimer from the Ghostbusters. So I keep some stuff. Yeah. Oh, look here. I got a. This isn't a toy. It's a Christmas ornament. It's Darth Vader Christmas ornament.
Oh,
So I have like little things lying around that I just love that shit. Oh, here, my dad has this. He put these up. He used to have these little military men when he was a kid.
oh,
They're little tin soldiers that he used to have, and he rebought them and put them out.
yeah.
But yeah, man, I used to love toys. I used to make adventures. Oh, look, that's Darth Vader. You got a Darth Vader, a whole figurine. Where's that one from?
What do you mean?
Like, what is that Kenner? Like, or is it a different line of toys?
I bought the toy shop.
At a toy, okay.
$13.
$13 for Darth Vader? That's a fucking steal. That's a really nice one too. What is it made of? Plastic?
Plastic.
Damn, Yuki, that's a good collection you got going there. In my parents' attic, there is like 5 boxes of toys that we used to have from when we were kids, and it's just some of the greatest shit, like the Ewok Village, we have the Ewok Village, we have the old He-Man stuff. Then there used to be like Micro Machines, GoBots, Transformers. Just all that 80s shit was so amazing.
Yeah, I mean, George Lucas was clever. Merchandise, and then he said that he made more money than movie.
Right, because back when Star Wars was a thing, and before it even came out, he made the deal that he kept the merchandise money. And the movie people were like, yeah, who cares? Fuck merchandise. We don't care about that. But then the toys were selling.
Yeah, toys, T-shirts, stationery, school stuff, backpack, shoes, T-shirts. I mean, he was smart.
He probably became a billionaire just off the toys.
Yeah.
Definitely multi-millions. I mean, God, Yuki, what a great way to make money is like just fucking making toys. Although I heard Carrie Fisher say that she never made a dime from the toys. Yeah, she didn't make any money off the toys. That's kind of bullshit because I guess he made a deal with the actors that said you get no money from the merchant. They should have got at least 5%. I mean, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I mean, it's their face, so I mean, they should make money.
I agree.
I didn't make money from. We didn't make money from our action figure, right?
Yeah, so fucking, of course, they make an action figure of us from the last drive-in and don't give us a fucking dime. The only thing that I got was I got a couple of figures so I could give them to like my mom and Liz. But I didn't make a fucking dollar off of it. And I got kind of mad. I was like, this is bullshit because not only did I not make money, they made me like with fucking pure bright orange hair. I'm talking orange, more orange than an orange from the fucking grocery store. And I'm like, yeah, I know I'm fair skinned and light haired or whatever, but orange? What the fuck are you talking about, orange? Whatever. I'm fucking tired of everything, man. It's like, yeah, it's like people just want to exploit you and make the fucking money off you. That's why I don't really get, in one certain way, it's interesting that toys are good for kids and stuff like that. But then all the advertising and stuff, the poor parents have to fucking scramble to get these toys for the kids. And it's kind of like unfair to make the parents so miserable to make their own kids happy. Like He-Man, right? That wasn't based on any pre-existing IP. That was just made by Mattel just to sell toys. That's it. It wasn't based on a comic. It wasn't based on a movie. It was just literally, we want to make toys. He-Man's this thing. We make this universe with all these characters, and then the parents have to spend all their hard-earned money for their fucking kids.
Yeah. I mean, it's like a Ghibli movie, Pikachu. I mean, those stores are making tons of money, and then they aren't even cheap.
Oh, no. Like, some of the figurines are really expensive, too, right?
Yeah.
Like Ninja Turtles, remember when they were big? Oh, my God. They must have, my parents must have spent so much money for He-Man and Ninja Turtles and G.I. Joe every goddamn Christmas. I mean, it was nice of them to do, but as a adult now, I kind of get why it's a racket.
You remember G.I. Joe? I have a G.I. Joe.
From the 80s or earlier?
From 60s,
From
original.
the 60s. Well, that's interesting because I have a list here, Yuki, of like the toys that sold the most, that were the highest selling price tags, and one of them is the G.I. Joe from the 60s. Do you still have it?
I still have it in the box.
Yuki, so what year? Because I'm about to blow your mind at how much in 2003 a G.I. Joe from 1963, the original, sold for $200,000.
Maybe I should say it that mine is original. I bought it in Japan. That was an imported toy.
So if Yuki, fucking Jesus Christ, if you have a G.I. Joe from the 60s still in the box, even if it's not this particular G.I. Joe, I bet you could get like 5 figures for it.
Oh my God, where can I take it?
Well, that's a good question. I don't know where you could take it. There's probably some reputable toy sellers. So say that you have it, it's in the box. You could probably take it to some sort of toy expo and get advice from these people, because not everybody's out to fuck everybody. Some people are actually in the business of doing the right thing for people. And also like one of those porn remember Pawn Stars? They price things fairly. You could also take it, you know where you could probably have taken it? The Comic Book Men in Jersey, the Kevin Smith shop. They might be able to price it out for you. But I'm sure that there's, just take it around to like 3 or 4 or 5 different places and get different opinions. And if one person tells you, oh, no, this is worth $10, fuck it. Then the next person tells you it's worth $20,000. Then you have something, because one person's lying to get you to sell the thing really cheap, and the other person's trying to get you to, So you would have to just do some research about toy expos.
I mean, this is like from the 60s. I was like not even 10.
Yuki, you might be able to set yourself for life, for the rest of your life, just selling a G.I. Joe.
That would be nice.
That'd be really nice. Shit, I get 5%. I'm fucking Carrie Fisher over here. I'm the Carrie Fisher of this deal. You better give me that 5 goddamn %, Yuki.
Yeah.
Oh, you will?
Sure.
All right. 5%. I didn't do nothing to deserve it.
Agent.
I'm the agent. I'll be the agent's fee, And wait, what's 5% of $200,000? That's pretty good for doing nothing.
10,000.
Fuck yeah, I'll take that 10 grand, Yuki. I got no fucking problems with taking that 10 grand from you. All right, so here. This is the most expensive vintage toys of all time.
Uh-huh.
We spoke about number 2, which was the G.I. Joe. Number 1, what do you think number 1 was?
I don't know.
All right. Well, number 1 in 2010 sold for $302,000. And that was an original Barbie.
Oh my God.
Imagine $300,000 for a piece of plastic with no pussy and no nothing. It's just got no genitals. Jesus. If it had genitals, maybe it would be 400,000.
No, so unfortunately, I don't have a Barbie.
Just G.I. Joe. All right, number 3 here. They're saying that in the 1979 Star Wars rocket firing Boba Fett It sold in 2019 for $185,000.
Well, I don't know about that. I don't think that one, but I have a Boba Fett action figure
From what year?
that I don't know.
Yuki, if it's the one that shoots the rocket, we're about to make you a millionaire that you didn't even know that you had these fucking money making possibilities.
My Boba Fett doesn't shoot the rocket. No.
Okay, so that was the next one. That was the one, the generation after, probably, which probably still will sell for a few $100s. But yeah, the original Boba Fett that shot the rocket out of its back from 1979 that sold for $185,000.
No, it doesn't shoot, but it's a. I think it's close to original action figure, still in the box.
Well, still in the box, that makes a big difference. So if you still have original Star Wars characters in the box from the 80s, you probably can make some money on that too.
Wow, I should research that. Then I have a Darth Maul.
Darth Maul from the Phantom Menace. Now that's probably a little less, but if it's still in the box, I bet you it's worth a few bucks. Absolutely. Now, what possesses you to keep them in the box? Because for me as a kid, I never understood the idea of buying something to save it because I was a kid. I wanted to play with the toy. I wanted to run. When you bought them, were you like in your mind thinking, okay, I'm collecting these. They're gonna be worth something someday, or you just like to keep them in the box for no reason?
I wasn't a kid when I was buying this, but it just didn't open it. I wasn't thinking about the selling or, it's just I bought it, look at it. It's a collection. But, my apartment never be like a museum. So there's no room to, maybe I could put one or two, just like a alien from the X-Files. Same thing. I never opened it because there was no room to put it.
Oh yeah, so for my birthday, Yuki gave me a statuette of the X-Files alien from the movie, and it's a fucking completely preserved alien, and it's huge. It's like fucking a foot long. It's big. It's amazing, and I thank you very much for that. But you're saying that you never ever opened it from when you got it.
So, the same thing. I got a bunch of toys, but never opened it, never played with it since I wasn't a kid anymore. But just, oh, this toy looks nice, buy it, but there's no room to display it. So I kept it, forget about it, that kind of stuff.
Now, where do you store it? Not that I want to rob you or anything, but give me the address and maybe I'll just drive by and scope out the place.
Or, here in a box.
Oh! In your home.
Yeah, because there was a time I was putting in the box in the storage room when I was in LA, the moving around, and when I moved to New York, I threw away many stuff, and then I kept some books and some toys, shipped it, and then some of them are still in the box. I haven't even opened the box. That's why I found that X-File monster, because I just never opened it, never used it. So I said, gee, maybe it's sad. And then since I'm not using it, yeah, this is, the birthday present for that kind of idea, yeah.
And I sold it, Yuki, and you know what I made? $757,000.
Bullshit, you didn't say it.
No, I didn't sell it. It's over here it's over by my other stuffed animals and stuff that I put on display. Like you can see behind me, I have like a Jason Voorhees mask. Down here, I collect stuff. Liz's mother gave me a barf bag from a horror movie called Mark of the Devil. So I have all sorts of weird stuff that I like to collect. But I'm not precious about it. I don't buy something and then say, "Oh, this is my layaway plan for the future," which is probably stupid because some of the things you can. But then again, there's other things that people think are going to be huge and worth a lot of money that down the line are worth zero, like fucking Beanie Babies. Do you remember Beanie Babies?
What's that? Benny Baby?
Beanie Babies. They were in the 90s or early 2000s, I think. They were these little stuffed animals with these little beads inside of them. And they were like, squishy and stuff, and you play with them, you throw them around, and kids loved them. But adults were collecting them to the point where in a divorce, there was this famous divorce where this wife and husband had a Beanie Baby collection that they were fighting over in court to the point where the judge made them split it down the middle, and there's a picture of them like in the court going through the Beanie Babies together. And guess what? They're worth fucking nothing now. Like there's maybe two of them that are worth something. I think there's a Princess Diana one that was worth something, and then maybe another one. Same thing with trolls, right? I mean, I'm sure that some of the trolls are worth a couple of bucks if there's an anomaly or whatever. But those things were everywhere, and people were collecting them as if they were going to be worth millions.
Really?
Oh yeah, trolls were huge, man, and people were like, "I need all of them. I need every single one." Although Liz and I know somebody named Reverend Jen who had a troll museum for a while. I think it might still be up somewhere, but in their apartment, they would give tours because they collected all the trolls, and you could go and look at all of them. The Troll Museum, that was like a spot that you could go in Manhattan, downtown, and look in the East Village, I think. She ran the museum out of her own apartment, yeah.
Didn't know that.
And then I think they had actually a display at some point in a gallery of all the trolls. Yeah, there's a lot of fucking, people think that something's going to be huge and then it's not. And then you really can't really predict what's going to be worth money down the line. Like comic books, too. Everybody thought the death of Superman was going to be this really just crazy thing that's going to be so valuable. So everybody bought it. It's not worth anything.
I know, and I never collected the comic book, and then the Lego is huge now, huh?
Legos are huge, yeah. To the point where there's a guy that we knew who did some small stuff for the last drive-in. He runs a Lego business out of his house from eBay, where he just collects random pieces of Legos that if, say, somebody like you or me buy a Lego set and we're missing a piece, we could go to him and buy the specific piece that we need. And he says he makes like 5 figures a year just doing that.
Really?
Yeah, reselling spare Lego parts is a business. Imagine. That's amazing. That's how popular Legos are now. You could have a spare Lego business on eBay.
No, even complete ones. Spare.
Just spare parts, missing parts. That's it.
Gee.
Yeah. What about Legos? Did you ever collect any of that sort of stuff?
No, when I was a kid, Lego before this popular. It's like an early stage of Lego thing. But, I had some, and then that time, there was no Star Wars or Jurassic Park. It's just Lego.
Right.
Just building the house or, just simple putting things together.
Sure, random construction houses or whatever. I used to have some Legos when I was a kid. But I was never really, what I had it was this thing called constructs. They were cool. They were these like long pieces and rectangle pieces and all these pieces that you could put together with these connectors that you could put together, and you could make your own structures out of them. They were great.
With metal and wood, right?
No. They were the ones that I had were plastic. Maybe they started out as metal and wood, but the ones that I had were these plastic pieces, and you could buy different sets, and they weren't necessarily like, oh, the Death Star. No, they were just like, here's a bunch of constructs, and you can make your own platforms or buildings or whatever you wanted to with them.
I see.
They were great. Did you ever go to Toys R Us? Did you used to like to go there and shop around?
Toys R Us, yeah.
Sad it's not really in existence anymore.
Because everybody buy toy at the Amazon, so toy company is gone.
I used to love just walking around looking at the toys, or say FAO Schwartz. That place was a fucking magical wonderland.
Just like Tom Hanks in the Big.
Yeah, yeah. There's a reason why they had that magical scene in fucking Big. Yeah, this fucking was amazing in FAO Schwartz.
Too bad.
Yeah. Now all we got, what, fucking digital malls. You go to fucking Amazon and shit it out. It just comes to your house. Although it's convenient in one way, but I used to like to look at the shit and it's like a tangible experience.
Yeah. So, these days the kids doesn't know that. They don't know what's a toy store like. That's sad.
It's really sad. But then again, it must have been a nightmare for some parents just walking around and the kids flipping out. I want the Barney doll. And then you got to fucking fight with the kid who's crying and screaming and,
And then game store, those computer game cost what, 200, 300?
Oh, I'm sure back in the day they were a lot of money. I don't know what they cost now, but like original Nintendo was probably expensive. I remember, yeah, I used to go to Toys R Us and look at there was like a board of all the games that were out for Nintendo, and I used to fucking just stare at it and be like, I want all of these. I can't believe that this is real. And then every once in a while, either I would save up enough money or it would be a holiday and I would pick one. And those were great times. What a great technological and time. The 80s, just I'm so grateful that I grew up in that prime time with all those options.
So the Toys R Us is gone too, right? They're gone, right?
I'm pretty sure they're gone. I remember it was a big deal a few years ago that it was all closing, but I've also read something that maybe it's coming back in certain areas.
Remember there was a big store in the Burbank, Toys R Us. I used to go there.
And I remember the song. Na, 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 na. I'm a Toys R Us kid. Na, 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 na. You remember that song?
Kind of, yeah.
I don't want to grow up. I'm a Toys R Us kid. There's so many toys at Toys R Us that I can play with. From fast to games to video games, it's the greatest toy store there is. I don't want to grow up, because if I did, I wouldn't be a Toys R Us kid. No?
No, I don't remember.
Shit, Yuki, fuck. I just sang that whole song for nothing. And then they had the giraffe. What was he, a giraffe?
Giraffe?
The mascot of Toys R Us?
Oh, yeah. I think giraffe, yeah.
Some fucking giraffe, man. Just going, hey, kids, come play with these toys. Let's go. And then all the kids are going to flip out for that toys. What about KB toy stores? Remember that?
No, I don't remember KB toy stores.
Yeah, that was like a second tier toy store. I had one in my mall in Roosevelt Field around where I grew up. And it was smaller than Toys R Us, but it still had all the things that you needed.
But no, it's so sad. Toy stores are fun.
Yeah.
You don't have kids to go. Adults should go too.
Yeah, what do you think about people shaming other people for like growing up and saying, you're too old to be collecting those toys or looking at those toys? What do you think about that?
There's no age limit. You don't have to be kids or you don't have to be adult. If you like toys, you like toys.
Yeah, it's art, right? I mean, a lot of it's just because it looks cool and it's like an artful thing.
And then if you collect, you collect. So
I might have told you this once on another show, but one time I was at a Toys R Us. I was in maybe 6th grade. And I was a big kid. I was tall, and I looked older than I was. And so I'm looking at a wall of Ninja Turtles toys. And it was around the time that the movie was coming out, the Ninja Turtles, the motion picture or whatever. And so I'm standing there looking at all these toys, and I'm like, man, maybe I'll get one. I love this shit. And this woman, probably in her 20s, comes up and stands next to me, and she goes, are you going to buy a Ninja Turtles toy? And I go, yeah, I'm thinking about it. And she goes, aren't you too old for that? And I was like,
No, never too old.
yeah, I kind of just like looked at her, looked at the toys, and I walked away. And I didn't buy a toy that day because I was like, maybe I am too old for this shit. This fucking stupid woman toy shamed me.
That's shame.
Can you imagine some 20-year-old? Maybe she was a teenager. I don't know. Who knows? Maybe she was flirting with me because she thought I was older than her. I don't know what the fuck she thought. But and then I'm sitting there now that all these years later, I'm sitting there going, well, why the fuck was she in the toy store?
Yeah.
Isn't she too old for toys too? I mean, what the fuck are you? What are you bothering a kid for? Unless there was only like a few toys left that she wanted, and she wanted me to get away so that she could pick out the toy that she wanted that I didn't buy.
I'm sure after you left, she bought the Barbie.
Yeah, she bought a Barbie, or she stole my Ninja Turtles that I would have. Yeah, I remember that so vividly. Like, aren't you too old to be buying these? And I was like, I'm fucking 10. I'm 11 years old. I still have a few years left to where I can play with toys, you fuck.
There is no age limit. No, I mean, look, when I do props, I go toy store. That's the same thing.
Yeah, it's fucking cool, man. I don't know. It's like it's fucking cool. It's just nice to have things to look at. I love when I had my collection all up. I would have all kinds of little trinkets and treasures around the room just because it inspires me. And it's not like I'm sitting there going with the Wolfman going, running around, but like I used to. But I look at it and I go, oh, that's so cool. I love that little toy. It inspires me to be the man that I am.
Well, when I needed, doll as a props, I go toy store to buy a doll. I mean, so I mean, it's a fun. Yeah.
It's fun. All right, let's round out these last few of the highest selling toys of all time. So I guess there's a Steph Lewis bear. There was some bear that sold in 2000 for $182,000. Yuki.
The stuffed animal.
Yeah, it was a stuffed animal bear. After that, we had a Mickey Mouse motorcycle from 1950 that sold for $110,000 in the year 2000. Then in the year 2021, a 1985's Transformers Autobot sold for 25 grand. And then finally, I guess these aren't in ranking order, but in 1969, Hot Wheels pink Volkswagen Beach Bomb in 2018 sold for $150,000. Yuki, you got to get that G.I. Joe out of retirement and see how much, because, dude, if you can make six figures, what would you rather do? Hold on to the G.I. Joe or sell it and live off that money?
Yeah, I will sell it. I mean, right now it's not doing nothing. It's just sitting in the box and then in the corner.
Yeah, what if you have like the most valuable G.I. Joe on earth? What if you make the next list? And what was it sold for? Let's see. This one was sold for $300,000. No, $200,000. So Yuki, what if you make $201,000? Then you are the fucking master.
I really seriously, I have to check that. Yeah.
You could be the G.I. Joe master of Earth.
Yeah, and then not just GI Joe, the original box. I have accessories. Those guns and then.
That's very important. Sometimes the value you get devalued in the toy if you don't have the guns or the shields or any of the stuff that comes with it.
Yeah, I have a gas mask, backpack, and then everything.
Holy shit, this might be the exact one that I'm talking about, Yuki. This guy, it's like a dude with a helmet and a green outfit. Dude, you might have it, Yuki. You might be a rich man by the end of the week.
Well, but not even 1 million. It's only a couple 100,000. Yeah.
I could live for 20 years on $200,000.
That's true.
Yuki, if you're thrifty, you can live for a long time on that 300,000, 200,000.
Well, if I get the 200, for my GI Joe, then we should do kaidan. I spend 100,000 to do.
That's an investment. See, that's smart. You don't tell anybody, but we'll bleep out what you just said. But that's true. You can use your money as seed money to make your dream project, and then you can make money off of that dream project based on the money that you use from the GI Joe earnings. I think that's a good idea, Yuki. That then you don't need anyone else. You bankrolled it yourself. You don't need to go begging for money. You don't need to go asking people for XYZ. You have your own fucking thing. You do it your way. You do it Yuki's special way.
Okay, well, I researched the price first.
Yeah, get some opinions. Don't take the first one where the guy says, "Oh, this is $40." No. Fuck you, motherfucker. This is an original GI Joe from 1962. I want at least 5 figures.
At least, yeah.
At least, fuck that shit. And even if they don't believe it, you make them pay. You say, "You pay now. You pay now today," like De Niro in Goodfellas, where he rips the guy's toupee off. You say, "Today. I want the money today." All right, well, that was Toys by Yuki and John. I think we've figured out that Yuki's rich and he doesn't know it. And
I want to dig more toys because I don't even know what I have. I have to go through the box. So
I'm excited, Yuki, because honestly, I didn't expect to have you figure out that you own one of the highest priced GI Joes in history. I mean, definitely if it's from the 60s, you got a couple of bucks coming to you.
And then I have a Universal Monster 3-character set. It's Frankenstein, I think creature from Black Lagoon, and then something of those one big set in the one box, but 3 characters.
Who knows, man? There might be some collector out there, even if it's not worth a lot, but there might be some collector out there who's like, "Yeah, I'll give you 400, 500 bucks for this." It's amazing. Sick. All right, well, that was Toys. Any final thoughts on Toys, Yuki, before we move on?
Yes, so there's no age limit. If you want to go look around toy at a toy store, do it. If someone says you're too old, tell them fuck yourself. So that's the thing.
I wish I could go back in time. You know how people say, would you take $2 million right now and this moment, or go back and be 10 years old? I would go back at 10 years old just so I could tell that woman to go fuck herself. And I'd say, "Yuki told me to come back in time and you should go fuck yourself." And she'll go, "What? Oh, boy." All right, well, that was Toys. Thank you all so much for joining us on the Toy Buffet. We appreciate all of our patrons and subscribers and listeners and the people who rate us 5 stars on Spotify. There's so much that happens on this buffet, and it's all due to you helping us so that Yuki and I can talk and have these long conversations about ridiculous topics like toys.
Okay.
All right, so we'll see you next time at
The buffet. Patreon buffet.
G.I. Joe, motherfucker. 6 figures, Yuki. You're going to be rich.
Yuki and John, Patreon buffet.